Hello, I'm Carol Kidu Jr. with the Midday News. Port Moresby General Hospital has made history after successfully performing open-heart surgery on its first female patient. 46-year-old Priscilla Alembo from Tari in Hela Province underwent a life-saving mitral valve replacement on March 2nd. The surgery was carried out by a visiting cardiac team from the National Heart Centre Singapore under Sing Health, working alongside PMGH's local heart specialists. Cardiothoracic surgeon Dr. Noah Tapawa said she was one of 8 patients selected after careful screening. The mission is part of a partnership with the Operation Open Heart Foundation. PMGH CEO Dr. Paki Molumi welcomed the team, saying the collaboration is strengthening heart care and training for local doctors. Madang Provincial Police Commander Superintendent Robert Baim has made it clear that police will fully enforce the Summary Offences Act 2018. This came into effect on Monday, March 2nd, 2026. He emphasized this over the weekend following the second Cleanathon program in the provincial capital.
Madang hosted its second Cleanathon program over the weekend. Residents and business houses came out in numbers to support and participate. The event began as early as 7 on the morning of Saturday, the 28th of February. Local police are an integral part of this program. Their families also participated in the cleanup. Provincial Police Commander Chief Superintendent Robert Baim emphasized that as of Monday, the 2nd of March, police will fully enforce the Summary Offences Act 2018. He stressed that public consumption of betel nut and smoke in undesignated areas will lead to direct arrest, meaning there will be no spot fines applied, but a formal charge laid with the option of paying 500 kina bail or lockup.
Time you looking more legally or picking also more come clean up. You big man you sight. And we must talk you. You kake boy you come na time legally mangi or clean boy skin blong boy below you na spet below you. Mipla police enforcing the law and Summary Offences Act. Na mipla arrest you. Na mipla make sure that you lock up. Na you be bail once the 500 kina or lock up. You go pay fine below you the sport where MU LLG be marking na you be proper receipt below.
Mr. Baim urged people visiting Madang town must take heed of this. Meantime, there are plans to take the Cleanathon program into the settlements as well.
Man Mary must change in passing, attitude, thinking must change. So in the long run, bamipla comes the police baka cleaning settlement. Na mipla pani mosam, house play no straight bamipla straight you. Me appeal now. As of Monday onwards, you come down, Titbury must clean, you come with a kake boy, you go to Kranget market, you go to Bilia market, or you go to Nelrik, you kake boy, Brasi, Titbury, Lo Solver, and Akaba Kinsala town.
Business houses within town were also urged to keep their perimeters clean. Failure to do so will result in shop owners being fined.
All the front close shops as of Monday, you responsible for one area of the town. You own up the store, you will be responsible. Solely responsible for the cleanliness long front of shop. Think long immune man, and we must send it year in 2026. All right, time you count him 50 years ago finish, now you may count him start one, 50 years may come. You may change for the better of Madang.
Town resident Grace Gigino participated in the Cleanathon. She said the initiative is a good change to the overall health and hygiene, and at the same time addressing loitering and petty crime within the town precinct. Jasmine Rujak, TVWAN News.
Don Bosco Technological Institute recently welcomed Father George Tadathil, General Coordinator for Higher Education of the Salesian Congregation, during his official visit to the campus. Students filled the college gymnasium and greeted him with a Manus Garmut dance showcasing Papua New Guinea's rich culture. College President Father Ariel Makatange thanked Father George for visiting and reaffirmed the Institute's commitment to quality education. Addressing students, Father George described the challenge of the Institute to raise academic standards and work towards becoming a university in the future. The Transgogol Secondary School in Madang province is disintegrating due to deteriorating infrastructure, with overcrowded accommodation of male students. During the school's second parents and citizens meeting on Sunday, 1st March, the school's challenges was brought to light.
Currently, there are no fundings for Transgogol Secondary. I can say since its establishment after Bukamalai and Nixon Duban, our facilities are deteriorating, and I can say that the PFF is not enough to run the institution.
The Australian War Memorial is marking the Royal Australian Navy's 125th anniversary with the bridge of the HMAS Brisbane on display in the newly opened Anzac Atrium. For Navy veterans, it's an opportunity to show the public what it was like to serve in the Australian Defence Force.
An election pitch to parents delivered at the school gate.
Our plan to make public schools free here.
Labor backing up its pledge to scrap school fees with another policy targeted at working families, a major expansion of out-of-hours school care.
We're announcing today a commitment to introduce OSH to 68 additional primary schools across the state over the course of the next 4 years.
And a 10-year plan to make it available to every primary school student in the state, parents welcoming the extra support.
It's hard to balance life and work and pregnancy and everything.
I think with the economy the way it is and the cost of living the way it is, I think it will help a lot of families.
So definitely, if the more spaces will be available, it could be really helpful.
With early voting starting in less than 2 weeks, all parties are trying to lock away as many votes as possible, but their approaches have been different. While Labor has been making statewide housing and now cost of living announcements, some recent Liberal pledges have been geographically targeted as the party looks to sandbag as many seats as possible. Ashton Hearn dismissing suggestions there's been any shortage of big-ticket pledges, while today unveiling a plan for Tailem Bend in Hammond, a once safe seat now eyed by Labor.
We're going to hop in?
Yes.
The Liberals talking up a prior commitment to fund part of the Greater Adelaide Freight Bypass, a 20% share of a $1 billion project, with the remaining funding yet to be secured.
This is not a new endeavour, this is a nation-building piece of infrastructure that South Australia needs.
Strapping in with election day just around the corner.
In sports, PNG Hunters Chief Executive Officer Scott Barker has praised his management team for successfully delivering the club's second trial match against the Ipswich Jets at NSI Stadium, Goroka last week. The trip to the Highlands was a second for the Hunters since their 2019 clash against the Brisbane Tigers at the APAS Oval in Wabeg.
Despite logistical challenges in getting both teams to Goroka on time, Barker said the management team did a fantastic job and that their work was highly commendable. Delivering his keynote address at the PNG Hunters season launch last Friday at the Port Moresby Nature Park, Barker also thanked naming rights sponsors SP Brewery and supporting partner Kainantu Mining for their continued support, including allowing the team access to facilities in Kainantu.
And to our players who are standing there waiting to be introduced for the season, they carry more than just a jersey. They carry the hopes of a nation on a weekly basis. Every training session, every recovery session, every active discipline off the field matters. They're the role models for the thousands of young Papua New Guineans wanting to be part of the PNG Rugby League pathway. In 2026, our focus is clear. We want to compete relentlessly every week, uphold the highest standards on and off the field, strengthen our pathways for young talent, continue building a sustainable, professionally run organisation. And as we stand here today, surrounded by the natural beauty of our country, it reminds us that we are privileged to represent something bigger than ourselves. Our values, faith, family and footy. The 2026 season starts now. Thank you everyone, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Barker acknowledged the impact of the Hunters' community engagement while in the Highlands, singling out hospital visits as particularly memorable.
Thank you for your unwavering support of Rugby League in Papua New Guinea and your continued belief in the Hunters program and what we stand for.
He also thanked the club's wider partner group, SP Brewery, Kumul Petroleum, Action Mobile, Kainantu Mining, Newmont, Trukai, Digicel, Hastings Steering, Bork Motors, and more recently, Coca-Cola.
Thank you for backing not just a team, but a national development pathway that's creating opportunities for young men and women across the country. Your investment goes beyond just logos on the jersey. You're investing in discipline, leadership, employment pathways, and a sense of national pride.
Parker acknowledged the PNG Rugby League and the other stakeholders for their ongoing collaboration in maintaining high standards, governance, and strong pathways in the lead-up to 2028 and beyond. He commended the Hunters playing group, Coach Paul Ayton, and the coaching staff and the football department for their commitment, professionalism, and accountability in shaping the next generation of athletes, qualities that were evident during the Highlands trip and that drew widespread positive comment about how professional the organization is.
Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited will host its 4th annual Charity Golf Challenge in Leh on Friday, 6th March at the Leh Golf Club. The event aims to raise funds to purchase essential cancer treatment drugs. Acting Manager Director Luke Liria said the event continues Kumul Petroleum's commitment to supporting the National Cancer Services Unit at the Angau Memorial Provincial Hospital. Morbe Provincial Health Authority Chairman David Wissink said the support provided by Kumul Petroleum through its annual charity golf event continues to provide vital assistance to their patients. Midday News ends on that note. Do join us at 6 for more news and sports.